My name is Tim Simmons. I actually created this class. It's a computer hardware design course. My background, I've done computer tech work for 5 years professionally, and ever since I was a little kid, I've been tinkering with computers, building them up, tearing them down, doing all sorts of stuff with that. I got into game design, programming, so I'm all about the computers. I love it. I created this class. I wanted them to have a hardware understanding of all of the software stuff that they're doing. And this serves kind of as a primer. There's an industry certification called A+ that a lot of people will start with, and it gives a good in-depth baseline understanding of technology, and you can go from that into computer security and a whole bunch of other certifications. I kind of modeled this class as a primer for teenagers, so that when they come out of this class, they wouldn't be able to go directly into the certification, but they will have an understanding of more in-depth, what is a CPU? Not just that there's one in the computer, but what does it do? There's a motherboard, what does that do? How do they interconnect? How do they talk to each other? And then when they get out of this class, most of the students I've gotten, and I've taught this class 3 times now, everyone who's come in has never built a computer. A lot of them haven't even opened a computer, and they certainly don't know how the computers work. By the end of the week, they've deconstructed and reconstructed our computers 10 times. The first time was guided. The rest of the time they work in groups, in pairs by themselves. And they do this every single day, build it up, build it down, so that by the end, they're actually sick of doing it. But the point is that they know it so well that they don't need guidance anymore. They can look at it and they go, yes, I know what that part is. Yes, I know what that part is. And this is how they work together. In addition to that, this class also teaches them software. So how do we install an operating system? What is the difference between a partition and just a section of the hard drive? How do you get into more detail on that? After they learn that, then we work on actual tech support stuff. So if someone comes to them and asks them a question, hey, I need my computer fixed, or what's wrong? We practice in this class logically looking at the symptoms and pairing that up to what do we know about the computers, and how can the symptoms, what piece of hardware can be explained by these symptoms? What piece of hardware failing would explain these symptoms? And then finally we go into kind of an exploration of how to explain that to someone who might not know about computers. So converting it into a metaphor usually works really well. We have a CPU, well, that's like your engine in your car, and they can describe it in those terms. So we practice all of those skills in class, and the whole time we usually do this through like playing Jeopardy, and we play critical thinking games where there's a group of students competing with each other, and at the end of the day, everyone, the group that wins gets to decide what game we play at the end. So there's something less technical, more just kind of fun for them to look forward to.